Welcome again, and thanks for joining us for our Links 007 TV Let's Talk. We have a number of topics that we're going to discuss in this program, so to stay tuned to this to come when we return after this short break. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk, and we'll be right back. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk. This is the place where we discuss issues of national importance, global importance, or the situation that are buzzing in the news. So from the start of the year, there have been an increase in crime and violence as it relates to the gun being used to commit some real serious offense. Now, there are certain stories that we're going to cover in this report, and a recent one that happened that we're going to start this program with is the one that happened with a correctional officer and a teenager that was gunned down in St. Mary. So if it's the first time you're watching the program, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated when we post new videos. So a correctional officer and a teenager were reportedly shot and they succumbed to their injuries at a football field in Highgate, St. Mary on Sunday evening. So the deceased so far have been identified as Nathan Sigri, alias Pasa, a student of Guys Hill High School, and a 22-year-old individual identified as Giovanni Higgin, alias Marcos, a correctional officer, both of Capture Land Highgate, St. Mary. So preliminary reports reaching Links 007 TV Let's Talk are that at about 6:30 p.m. Sigri and Higgins were among patrons at a football field in the area when a motor car was driven to the location. Further reports are that armed men alighted from the motor vehicle and opened gunfire, hitting both persons before fleeing the scene. As the investigation continues, we'll continue to track this story and provide you with more information to come on this. So we're not sure really what happened here, whether these two individuals were the intended target or they would have just been at the wrong place at the wrong time. However, we'll continue to track this and provide you with more information to come on this. So, another thing that we're going to talk about today on the program, so a fatal motor vehicle crash in Hanover. So this one happened recently during the course of the week. So a 59-year-old individual identified as George Kelly, a laborer of Prospect District, Green Island, Hanover, succumbed to injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle collision in the parish on Saturday, March 25th. Reports are that at around 4:10 p.m., Kelly was operating a motorcycle along the Industry Cove Main Road. It is alleged that the driver of this motor vehicle, which was a Voxy motor vehicle, who was heading to Negrelli in the opposite direction, overtook a line of traffic and collided with Kelly's motorbike. Kelly succumbed to injuries on the spot. The police were alerted and the scene process, and the deceased man moved to the morgue pending post-mortem examination. The police investigation continued into this case as well. So much bad things happening, and I can tell you that some of these things could have been avoided only if the motorists were just using the road and following the proper road code. On to the next story now. So we are getting reports now out of Hanover that a patron at a wake was shot, two police injured during the confrontation. So this is another one now. So the Independent Commission of Investigation Indicom is currently investigating an incident in which a patron at a wake was reportedly shot and succumbed to his injuries in Hanover on Sunday morning. So the policemen also received injuries in the incident. The deceased man has been identified as 24-year-old Avado Samuels of Mount Pleasant District address in Hanover. So it is reported that at about 4 a.m., the police went to a location in Mount Pleasant where an illegal wake was taking place to shut it down. However, residents reportedly opposed the police presence and began stoning the lawman. A confrontation reportedly developed between Samuel and the police. It is further alleged that Samuel pointed what appears to be a firearm at the police. One of the lawmen received an injury to his head from an unidentified object. The other reportedly received a shot to the hand. No illegal gun was recovered from the scene, however, though. The incident is currently being investigated by Indicom, which is in the process of identifying witnesses who can assist their investigation. Indicom's Director of Complaints for the Western Region Division, Errol Cato, told Links 007 TV Let's Talk that the scene was processed and the officer's gun seized, boxed, and will be sent to the government forensic lab for analysis. Indicom stated that they will continue to make appeal to witnesses who were in the area to come forward as they continue their investigation into the case. Moving on now to the next story. So this story that we're about to talk about now will take us to Mandeville, Manchester, in which a 14-year-old boy was attacked in a feud over a girl. So a 14-year-old boy was attacked and stabbed several times by people in an apparent feud over a girl in Mandeville, Manchester on Saturday. The police have confirmed the attack and reported that the child was set upon by 5 other boys and 2 men at a restaurant off Ward Avenue in the town of Mandeville, Manchester. The injured boy has since been admitted to hospital. According to police initial reports, the investigation have led police to believe that the incident occurred out of an issue with a female with whom the victim and the suspect have been feuding recently. Information reaching Links 007 TV Let's Talk indicate that the incident happened around 8 p.m. The boy was among some friends who were attacked by a group of knife-wielding accomplices who stabbed him in the abdomen and chest. He was rushed to hospital where he is currently being treated and admitted in a serious but stable condition. The police have since launched a manhunt for the suspected attackers. Oh boy, I tell her that trouble don't set like rain. When you look on what is going on, some serious things are happening in the news. But we'll just continue to provide you with more information to come on this story once it becomes available to us. But a real sad situation happened here in Mandeville, Manchester. So this 14-year-old boy right now is very lucky to have survived this attack based on the fact that he was attacked by 5 boys and also 2 adult males were actually involved in the whole entire situation. It just goes to show you where we're at this point in time where you can't even trust anyone at this time in your life. This individual was out doing his thing and did not actually aware of this attack that was about to come. So you have to be extremely careful, especially when you're in certain situation and you're feuding with other people, especially in certain areas when you're not at your own location and you're out in the street and you're not in the company of your parents or you're not in the company that can defend you when these things happen. So we're gonna go over now to another story in which a man's body was found on a main road in Clarendon. Oh boy, tell you the mayhem continues. So the body of a 63-year-old man who residents and the police claim to be alcoholic was found along the main road in Roswell Road in Clarendon on Saturday morning. He has been identified as Sidney Williams, a mechanic from Roswell District in Sandy Bay in the parish. So information reaching Links 007 TV is that at around 6 a.m., the police responded to reports of a body seen lying on the main road in the community. Upon their arrival, they saw the man's body, who is said to be an adult male and later identified as Williams, lying on his back, clad in a yellow shirt and a platered shorts and black and white sneakers. The police reportedly observed bruises marks to the left knee, left elbow, and abdomen. The scene was processed and the body removed. The police believe that William passed away between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. According to the lawman, residents reported that Williams was heavily intoxicated and was last seen laying on the roadway at around 4 a.m. So the police now have not yet ascertained what could have led to the death of this individual, but based on initial reports and what is happening in the actual case itself, I believe that this man might have been hit by a motor vehicle and then he would have succumbed to his injuries right where he was based on the fact that he was intoxicated. So I covered a number of stories in this report and I can tell you some of these stories, they are very sad to even report on. However, we'll continue to track these stories and we'll continue to provide you with more information to come on them once it becomes available to us. So if it's the first time you're watching, please like, share, subscribe to the channel And this is where we believe we're going to sign out for this one. Thanks for watching Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out and have a blessed and productive day.